Hey, first graders, we are doing our first history or social studies lesson this morning. And our topics for the next few weeks will all be about America, United States of America. One of the symbols of the United States of America is our Pledge of Allegiance, which you have said every morning in kindergarten, and hopefully you're saying in the morning now in first grade, even though we're in distance learning. These are the papers that you will need. You will need this paper, and you will need this one. Okay. You also need your second journal book. So this is the second journal book, and I'm going to try to remove that light. There we go. Okay. So this one is going to be our science and social studies book or journal. Now, if you can't read that, that's okay, because you can find science and social studies on our website, and you should ask someone before you draw on a book. So what I use is just a Sharpie, and then that book is all ready for me to begin with. You will also need these guys and this, and you might need one of these. Okay? All right, so I'm going to move these out of the way, and we'll get started. I'm going to open up my book to the very first page, turn my book over to make up space. All right, so I want to first trim this. And so I'm going to treat this line on the outside as a force field. If you remember, when we're doing a force field, we are careful when we cut. So I'm going to treat these blocks as a force field, and I'm going to cut all around. So I'm going to pause my video now. You should pause me as well and cut around those blocks. And when the video comes back on, it'll be magically cut. Okay. Magically trimmed. Yay! Okay, so you'll notice that it's not going to fit this way because this paper is horizontal, or hamburger, and this paper is vertical, or hot dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my book. I'm going to put these metal rings at the top, and I'm going to glue my page down to my book. Now in first grade, I do teach you to hopefully not waste your glue. We just need some dots in the corners, and then I try to give some long lines down the middle. I can always add glue if I need it. Okay, carefully line this up, and done. Okay, I'll put this glue off to the side. Okay, next, what I'd like you to do is in the upper right-hand corner, we're going to write today's date. So if you remember from, oh, Mrs. Smith's pencil's broken. Hold on one second. When you come back, my pencil will be fixed. Fixed. Yay! Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to write down today's date. So it is Thursday, and we know that it is the month of August. Do you remember what number August is? I'll give you a hint. August is the 8th month. Yep, it's the number 8. Then we do a slash, and we do today's number. So today is the 20th day of August. Another slash, and in the year 2020. Okay, so what we have here is the Pledge of Allegiance written out, but you'll notice as I read these to you, this is not exactly the words that we say. I promise to be loyal to the flag of the United States of America and to a country with elected leaders, for which it stands, one country, under God, cannot be divided, with freedom and fairness for all. Does that sound right? Not quite. So what we need to do now is take out second paper, and we are going to create a force field. So you're going to need a crayon of your choice. I'm going to use this one. And what I'd like to do is to show you carefully where you need to create a force field on each one of these rectangles. So the force field goes all the way on the outside of the rectangle. It does not get drawn into the middle where you also see this line. This is a line that's going to tell us where to glue eventually. Each one of these needs a force field and each one needs to be cut out. I'm going to pause my video so that when you come back to see me, it'll be all cut out. And you probably want to pause your video as well. See you in a moment. Magically all cut out. Okay, for our next magic trick, you're going to take each one of these rectangles and you're carefully going to hold it so that the word is facing you. And you're going to carefully try to fold it on that dotted line that is in the middle so that you make a fold there just like this. It makes like a little tent. And when I pause mine and you pause yours, when you come back, I'll have each one folded and pressed down so that it'll be ready for me to glue when I need to. Okay, pause me now. Magic. At the bottom of my screen, you will see, or the bottom of your screen, each of my words. And what I've done is I have folded them. So hopefully you have done the same. And what these are the actual words that we use as part of our Pledge of Allegiance. See, what's tricky about the Pledge of Allegiance is that it was written a long time ago. And so there were lots of words that we may not be super familiar with, but once we go over them, we will become familiar and it'll be much easier. We are going to create flips, you can see my hand, there it is, like a flip chart. So what's going to happen is we're going to be able to flip these up so that we can continue to read this. So what happens is if I put glue over here and I just completely paste it down, you can't see what's underneath. So what I have to do is be careful where I put my glue. Let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. What is the first thing we say with the Pledge of Allegiance? We say, I pledge allegiance. Very good. So but this isn't the word pledge. This is the word promise. This is the word promise. Please put a line of glue at the top of the word promise. And then find the word pledge and match up your fold. This is the word pledge. Pledge begins with a P, just like promise. When we say I pledge, what you're saying is, I promise. It's a promise that you're making. And then the next word was allegiance, but that doesn't say that here. It says to be loyal, to be loyal, to be faithful, to be someone who people can believe in and they can trust you. When you pledge to be loyal, you are pledging, notice how I'm putting a little strip of glue right up there, you are pledging allegiance. The word allegiance begins with an A. When you say, I pledge allegiance, it means I promise to be loyal. What are we being loyal to? We are being loyal to the flag of the United States of America. Question for you, first grade. Do you think the flag itself is what we're actually pledging our allegiance to? No, it's the United States of America. We are pledging our allegiance to our country. We are remaining faithful to our country. That means that we are going to be of service to our country, to be a helpmate to our country. And to a country with elected leaders. What? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the Republic. Please put a line of glue right here. Find the word Republic. Starts with an R. To the Republic. What is a republic? A republic is a type of country. And our country is a republic because we have elected leaders. If you are elected in an election, which we will have this year, that means that people have an opportunity to vote. And when you vote, that's when you get to show what you think is most important for our country. It's a very special right given to us here in the United States. And I just want you to know that not every country is a republic with elected leaders. Some countries and their people do not get to choose who runs the country, so we are very blessed. To the republic for which it stands, one country. Well, it's another word for country. What is that other word for country? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an N. Well, it's right here. Let's glue it on. Nation. Nation. Notice how T-I-O-N. It should be like T-I-O-N, N-A-T-I-O-N, but it's not. It's nation. So a country is also called a nation. So when we say we are one nation under God, that means that we have come together to be a nation of the United States of America. Now, a couple hundred years ago, we had a war where people wanted to separate the states, and they thought we shouldn't be one nation. And that was very jarring for us. We said, no, we've always been one nation under God. We don't want to be two. And so we pledge now to contain that way, to stay that way. So we pledge to be one nation under God that cannot be divided. So look at this. This is the word divide. Sorry, Mrs. Smith put her square in the wrong place. Cannot be divided. To divide means to separate. So which one of our remaining words looks like the word divide? You are right. It's this one. This word literally means cannot be divided. Indivisible. Cannot be divided. In means against or cannot, and divisible or divided or split apart. So we cannot be split apart. We are together under God with freedom. Now, there is a word, we know what freedom means. Freedom means the ability to have rights, to make your own choices. When we have freedom, we have this word that begins with L. We have liberty. Do you know of a famous statue in New York that stands for freedom and liberty? Yes, it's the Statue of Liberty. If you're curious about the Statue of Liberty, I would suggest that you do an internet search with someone to help you and to guide you. And you can see that we have many statues that stand for liberty and freedom. And the Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous ones. And we'll learn more about her in the coming months of first grade. So I look forward to that. So lastly, indivisible with liberty and, yep, you guessed it, justice, justice, justice for all. Justice is another term that means fairness. So if we're looking for justice, we're looking for the ability to prove that we are either innocent, we want the opportunity to have things be fair for everyone who is a citizen of our nation and of our country. So, to review and to complete, let's say this together. Hand over your heart, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So remember, if you're ever wondering why we say that, we have now figured out what those words mean and why this is something that we should start each of our days with to remind ourselves how blessed we are to be in the United States of America. For the rest of this assignment, if you would like to decorate this, usually what we do in first grade is we take a second and we give kids, not a second, we take a couple of minutes and we give kids an opportunity to completely cover this in some art. Try not to cover up the words with dark crayon or marker because then you can't read them, and that's an important part of the lesson. But you can definitely decorate this, decorate the flag, and just have fun. Thanks for joining.